Have you ever woken from a dream and felt it was more than just a dream? Not a fleeting image, not a random blur, but something deeper, a story that touched your heart, a whisper that said, "This matters." Every night, when your eyes close and the body sinks into rest, you're not only sleeping, you are traveling, crossing an unseen threshold, leaving behind the noise of the day and stepping into a realm beyond time. In that realm, the mind begins to speak in another voice, a voice made not of words, but of symbols and archetypes, older than language itself. Think of the dreams that stayed with you. Perhaps you flew high above mountains and oceans, feeling free, weightless, alive. Perhaps you wandered through a house, room after room, each one strange, yet familiar, each one holding secrets. Perhaps you spoke to someone you once loved, someone long gone, and for a moment, time itself had no power. These are not accidents. They are messages, messages wrapped in imagery, waiting to be heard. Science will tell you dreams are electrical storms in the brain, flashes of memory, emotions reorganized, neural sparks in the dark. But beneath that surface is an ocean, and in that ocean are signals, signals from something vast, something universal, something whispering to you. Every night, picture yourself now, floating in a silent night sky. Around you, stars shimmer, each star a dream you have ever dreamed, some faint, almost forgotten, others burning, unforgettable. And as you drift, you begin to see patterns, constellations forming. One dream connects to another, a memory from childhood linked to a vision from last month, a story unfolding, a map of your inner life. And then you notice this map does not belong only to you. It stretches outward, weaving itself into a vast tapestry. Your dreams are threads, woven beside the dreams of others, a fabric of consciousness, universal, timeless. So tonight, remember this. When you dream, you are not lost in randomness. You are listening. You are receiving. Every image, every sound, every encounter is a message in disguise. This is your gateway to the inner cosmos. For centuries, dreams were puzzles, mysterious shadows of the night, fragments of memory, fragments of soul. In the late 1800s, a man named Sigmund Freud decided to step closer. He looked into dreams and saw hidden desires, fears buried deep. He called them the royal road to the unconscious. According to Freud, dreams were coded messages from the parts of ourselves we refuse to see. Every symbol, every scene was a disguise, covering what the heart truly wanted. But time passed. Another voice emerged, Carl Jung. Jung looked at dreams and saw more than personal desire. He saw myths. He saw archetypes. He saw patterns that belonged not just to one person, but to all humanity. Jung spoke of a collective unconscious, a vast underground river flowing beneath every culture, every language, every individual mind. And in that river lived the same symbols: the mother, the shadow, the journey through darkness into light. These were not just private visions, they were universal, shared, timeless. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing on the shore of that river. You dip your hand into its current and feel the dreams of countless others, the dreams of ancestors, the dreams of those yet to come. Your dream of flying is their dream of freedom. Your dream of falling is their dream of fear. Your dream of light is their dream of hope. This is the truth Jung offered, that your dreams are not only about you, they are threads in a great web, a universal story woven across time. And history shows dreams have whispered guidance to scientists, to artists, to seekers of truth. It was in a dream that the chemist Auguste Kekulé saw a snake biting its tail, a vision that revealed the circular structure of benzene. It was in a dream that the great inventor Nikola Tesla claimed to receive flashes of insight, blueprints of machines appearing fully formed before his eyes. Even great works of art and music have come from dream visitations, melodies carried from the night into the waking world. So we ask, what if dreams are not mistakes of the brain, not chaos, not nonsense, but doorways into that collective river, doorways into universal memory, doorways into wisdom that waits patiently until the mind becomes still enough to listen. Every time you dream, you're not only processing your day, you're touching something vaster, something eternal. You are stepping beyond the Freudian couch, beyond personal desire, into the boundless ocean of universal consciousness. And in that ocean, every ripple matters, every dream matters, every night is another chance to dive deeper, to listen longer, to remember that you are part of a story far greater than your own. Every dream speaks in symbols, not in sentences, not in logic, but in images, shapes, feelings that reach deeper than words ever could. When you dream of water, it is not only water, it is emotion, it is memory, it is the unconscious itself, flowing, shifting, carrying you along. When you dream of flight, you are not simply soaring through the air. You are touching freedom. You are lifting above burdens. You are glimpsing the soul's longing to rise. When you dream of falling, you are not merely stumbling. You are confronting surrender. You are facing fear. You are learning what it means to let go. These symbols belong to you, yet they belong to everyone. Across cultures, across centuries, humans have dreamed of the same archetypes: the hero, the shadow, the wise guide, the endless journey through light and darkness. Carl Jung called them archetypes. ancient patterns that live in all of us. They appear in myths. They appear in fairy tales. They appear in the deepest parts of our sleep. Imagine standing in a cave wall painted 30,000 years ago. Red ochre, handprints, animals moving in flickering firelight. Those images were not decoration. They were dreams. The dreams of our ancestors, recorded in stone. They too saw symbols in their sleep. They too sought meaning in the language of the night. Now imagine the same dream appearing in the mind of someone in another land, in another century. A dream of the same beast, a dream of the same flight, the same shadow lurking in the forest. How could it be unless we share one great memory, unless we drink from the same unconscious spring? The dream speaks in metaphors, because metaphors are bridges. A symbol can hold 1,000 meanings, but it always carries the one you need most. The ocean you dreamed of may remind you of a lost love. For another, it is the call of the soul. For another still, it is the fear of being overwhelmed. Each symbol bends like light through a prism, showing a different color depending on who gazes. So how do you learn this language? Not by a dictionary, not by a rigid set of rules, but by listening, by feeling, by asking, what does this symbol mean to me in this moment of my life? When you begin to see your dreams this way, they change. They stop being puzzles. They stop being chaos. They become conversations, whispers from the soul, whispers from the universe. Think of recurring dreams, the same place, the same figure, appearing again and again. Why do they return? Because the message is not yet heard, because the lesson is not yet lived. A shadowy figure chasing you may be fear itself, but it may also be your own forgotten strength, appearing dark because you have turned away from it. If you face it, it transforms. What was a nightmare becomes an ally. Symbols transform when you do. The dream adapts. The language evolves. Because dreams are alive. They are not static. They are not frozen. They are rivers flowing from the unseen, shaping themselves to the vessel of your life. Pause for a moment and imagine your own dream symbols floating before you. A bird, a key, a staircase, a child's laughter, each one waiting for you to ask, what do you need to tell me? In that asking, the dream reveals itself. The symbol speaks, and you awaken with guidance you never expected, but always needed. This is the power of archetypes. This is the language of the soul. It does not matter where you were born. It does not matter what century you live in. When you dream, you're speaking in a tongue older than time, a universal language, a mirror of consciousness itself. So tonight, when you drift once more into sleep, remember this. Every symbol is a messenger. Every image is a doorway. Every dream is an invitation to listen more deeply, to feel more openly, to awaken more fully to the wisdom that is already within you. Dreams are not only mysteries to admire, they are maps that can be read if you learn the art of listening. Decoding your dreams begins not in the dream itself, but in the way you wake. When you first open your eyes in the morning, there is a fragile thread, a thin silver cord, connecting you to the dream you just left. If you move too quickly, if you dive into your phone, if you rush into the noise of the day, that thread breaks. The dream dissolves like mist in sunlight. But if you pause, if you stay still, if you breathe gently and listen, that silver cord remains. Images rise, scenes return, fragments knit together, and you begin to carry the dream from night into day. This is why so many seekers keep a dream journal, a simple notebook by the bed. Nothing elaborate, only pages waiting for your night to spill onto them. When you wake, you write, even a single word, even a single image. Water, stranger, flight. With time, those words multiply. They form patterns. They reveal themes, and the hidden language begins to emerge. Think of it like learning a new tongue. At first, only fragments, broken syllables, but slowly the pieces connect. The grammar of the soul becomes visible, and soon you are fluent in your own dreaming mind. Another step is reflection. When you see a symbol in your dream, do not run to a book of meanings. Do not search for rigid rules. Instead, sit with the symbol, close your eyes, and ask quietly, what do you mean to me in this moment of my life? The sea in your dream may be the unconscious, but it may also be grief or freedom or the memory of standing by the shore as a child. The mountain in your dream may be ambition or fear, or the soul's longing to rise higher. The meaning is alive. It bends to the shape of your journey. Another practice is intention. Before sleep, set a question in your heart, not a demand, not a command, but a gentle invitation. As you close your eyes, whisper silently, show me guidance, bring me clarity, let me see what I need to know. The dreaming mind listens, and in the night, an answer may come. Perhaps not directly, perhaps not in plain language, but in metaphor, in story, in symbol. And when you wake, you will feel it, a resonance, a sense that your question has been met. You may also try to re-enter the dream when you wake too soon and the dream is not complete. Lie still. Keep your eyes closed. Picture yourself back in that scene. Walk again through the house. Speak again to the figure. Sometimes the dream will return to you, continuing where it left off, as if the doorway never closed. And there are nights when dreams arrive, vivid, powerful, unforgettable. Other nights, they slip away like smoke. Do not be discouraged. Every dream remembered or forgotten, leaves an imprint. Every dream shapes the mind. Even when unseen, the message is still delivered. Practical steps are not about control. They are about attention, about respect. When you respect the dream respects you. When you listen, it speaks more clearly. When you honor it, it becomes a guide. So keep your journal, reflect on your symbols, set your intentions, re-enter when you can, and above all, trust the process. For decoding a dream is not only about understanding the night, it is about transforming the day. It is about carrying wisdom from the sleeping world into the waking one. And as you do, life itself begins to feel different. The smallest choices begin to shimmer with meaning. The world around you becomes another dream, alive with symbols, waiting to be read. This is how the language of dreams becomes the language of living. There comes a moment when you realize your dreams are not just about the night. They are bridges that carry you from the inner cosmos of sleep into the living reality of the day. Every dream you recall, every symbol you honor, every whisper you listen to becomes a thread, and those threads weave themselves into a tapestry of meaning, a tapestry of wisdom, a tapestry of connection. This is where the practice of decoding dreams becomes something more, not just a curiosity, not just a mystery, but a transformation. Because when you begin to hear your dreams, you begin to hear the universe itself. When you begin to translate their symbols, you begin to translate the language of existence. Pause for a moment. Imagine yourself standing beneath a sky of endless stars. Each star is not only a dream, each star is a question you have asked. Each star is an answer waiting to be received. Some shine faintly, like quiet whispers. Others blaze bright, like revelations too powerful to ignore. And together, they form constellations of guidance, constellations of truth. And in that sky, you realize you are not separate from the stars. You are part of the constellation itself. You are both the dreamer and the dream. You are both the seeker and the message. You are both the question and the answer. This is the essence of universal wisdom. Your dreams do not belong to you alone. They belong to the cosmos. They belong to the river of consciousness that flows through every living being. They belong to the ancient memory carried in the heart of humanity. They belong to the universal mind, the vast intelligence that shapes galaxies and whispers softly in your sleep. Think of the times a dream gave you courage. Think of the times a dream warned you or prepared you. Think of the times you awoke with a new idea, a new vision, a new understanding that felt as if it was given to you. These are not accidents. These are transmissions. These are gifts. And the more you tune in, the clearer they become. The more you listen, the more you align, the more you honor them, the more your waking life begins to shift. Life itself becomes dreamlike. The world around you becomes a mirror. Every encounter, every challenge, every joy, a symbol waiting to be read. You begin to see patterns in coincidence. You begin to hear messages in silence. You begin to feel guided, not by chance, but by presence, a presence vast and timeless that has always been here, a presence that speaks to you through dreams, through intuition, through the quiet knowing of the heart. And when you recognize this, fear begins to dissolve. Loneliness begins to fade because you understand you are never alone. Every night the universe speaks to you. Every morning you carry its wisdom. Every day you are connected to something greater than yourself. And now, at the close of this journey, allow yourself to feel that connection. Feel the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, the breath of the universe. Exhale, and know you are part of it. Your dreams are no longer shadows. They are lanterns. Lanterns guiding you along your path. Lanterns showing you who you are and who you may become. And as you drift again into sleep, remember this. Every symbol is a message. Every dream is a conversation. Every night is a doorway to the vast universal wisdom that has always been within you. You are not just a dreamer. You are a listener. You are a translator. You are a bridge between the seen and the unseen. And when you awaken tomorrow, the world itself will look different, for you will know that even in the silence of sleep, you were never wandering alone. You were always being guided. You were always being spoken to. You were always a part of the infinite dream of universal consciousness. So tonight, rest deeply, dream freely, listen closely, for the wisdom of the universe is waiting for you.